Well, hi there, pluckers. I've assault fingers again with you with hopefully another interesting lesson. This one is part one of two lessons I'm doing on a song called Longer from Fogelberg. Okay, this is part one, and it's going to be purely about the intro. And part two will follow, which is the rest of the song. Okay, so first thing we got to fathom out is the tuning. Okay, this is in alternative tuning the way I play it. Okay, so the tuning involved is open G tuning. Okay, so don't run away, it's not that difficult. If you take a standard tune guitar, for this song you only have to actually change two strings. Okay, so what you have to do is take a standard tune guitar and you take the top E string and you drop it down, loosen it off, detune it till it's a D note. It was an E note, it down to a D note. So if you hit it and undo it, make it sound like your fourth string. D, or do it on an electronic tuner, whatever. Okay, so you detune it to a D note. Okay, and the other string is the A string. You detune it until it becomes G. Okay, so you could tune it to your third string. Okay, so then you've got, you could detune the bottom E string if you want to do all the strings, but with this song, the way I play it, we don't use the bottom E string at all, the way I play it, so there's no point in detuning it. Okay, so just do the 5 strings, detune the A string and the top E string, and we just use the top 5 strings, and after you've done that it should sound like this. Quite nice. Open G tuning on the top 5 strings. Okay, and then we're off. Okay, so now the other thing to note is I'm using a pick and finger, sort of a mixture of pick and finger. Okay, you could use, if you're finger pick, if you're very good at finger picking, you could just use your fingers. Okay, whichever fingers suit your style. Okay, so this is the intro. Okay, this is what I'm going to be showing you. This is just the intro, and the first phrase of the intro is this. Okay, so it's first phrase of the intro. Okay, so what we're doing there, so this song starts usually when you start playing a chord, you usually most of the time plucking 2 strings together on the initial note. In this case, on the first chord to play is a G chord, and it's in the key of G, by the way, obviously. Okay, so we pluck the 5th string and the 2nd string together. See, I'm using my pick on the 5th string and my finger on the 2nd string, but you could use your thumb and the 1st finger or whatever. Okay, it's up to you. So 5th string and 2nd string together, right? Then you play the 4th string, then the 3rd string, and then the top E string. It's actually a D note now, but I'd call it a top E string. Okay, so that's the first chord, G. Okay, second chord is an A minor 7th, and it's basically this shape. You put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and your 2nd finger and 3rd string on the 5th string and 4th string on the 2nd fret. Okay, got that? And again, it's the 5th string and 2nd string together. And again, after you've done the double pluck, you play 4, 3, and top E string. So now you've got okay. The next chord is a form of G major 7th with I think they call it with B in the bass, but I just call it G major 7th. And it's the same shape as the A minor 7th, exactly the same shape, but up 2 frets. So I'm playing the 3rd fret with the first finger, 2nd string, and the 4th fret of the 5th string and 4th string with my 3rd finger, 2nd finger and 3rd finger. Yeah. Again, you pluck the 5th string and the 2nd string together, 4th string, 3rd string, top E string. Okay, so now you've got this. Okay, and then the next chord, or the last chord of the first phrase, is this. Yeah, this is a C and 9. Okay, so on the I'm using my 2nd, 3rd fingers and pinky. So I'm using the 2nd finger, 5th fret, 5th string, 3rd finger, 5th fret of the 4th string, and my pinky is playing the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, and it's the same thing. You pluck the 5th string and 2nd string together, then the 4th string, then the 3rd string, and then the top E string. Okay, so now you've got this. Got that? Very slowly. Okay, so that's the first phrase of the intro. Second phrase of the intro is the first part. First 2 chords are exactly the same, the G and the A minor 7th. But the next bit is a bit more involved. Right. So when you've done the first 2, exactly the same as the first time round, the G and then the A minor 7th, and then we've got this, it's based on the G major 7th, so you pluck, this time you pluck the 4th fret of the 5th string with the 3rd fret on the 2nd together. So it's slightly different to those two. So okay, just those two. Then I use my pinky to go up to the 5th fret on the 2nd string and just hit that single note. Okay, so it's, and then I bring the first finger over and play the 4th fret of the top E string. So you've got that, so now you've got a second phrase. And then we play this chord here. I think this is some sort of a D chord, okay? For D sus 2, I don't know, something like that. It's a bit difficult to work out when there's different, you know, it's not in standard tuning. So that's, but it's just basically a bar across the first 5 strings on the 5th fret. So you play this sort of like 5th string, 4th string and strum sort of. Okay, so that's the end of that particular phrase. So it's got that? So that's the end of the second phrase, right? Now the third phrase, again the first 2 are exactly the same as usual, the G and the A minor 7th. And again we play these 2 like, except this time you play those 2 together, the 4th fret of the 5th string together with the 3rd on the 2nd, and then but you play that up to that 5th fret on the 2nd with your pinky, but back to the 3rd fret on the 2nd. So it's so far all the way from the beginning, okay? As far as we've got, yeah? So when you've done that, you keep your first finger where it is on that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So you've got, keep it there and put the 3rd finger and pinky on the 5th fret of the 5th string and the 4th string, and just basically arpeggiate down from 5 down to 2. Like something like that, yeah? So that whole 3rd phrase is something like that, yeah? So you can go, just play as you feel it. You can just arpeggiate all the way down, or you could just go hit the first one and strum the other 3, whichever you think sounds best. And then we've got the final phrase, which is like featured heavily in the rest of the song as well, where it goes of this bit. Okay. This final phrase is like a C chord, standard C chord shape, but you add your pinky to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay. 3rd fret, 2nd string with pinky, and again, like a lot of this song, you pluck the 5th string and the 2nd string together, like that. Then you take off your pinky and play the 1st fret on the 2nd string, right? So you got that, okay, like that. So but with the double note on the 1st one, 5th fret on the 3rd. And with the 3rd, sorry, what am I talking about? The 3rd fret on the 5th string together with the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Then the 1st fret on the 2nd string on its own. Then move the pinky up to the 3rd fret on the 3rd string. Okay, the G string there. So it's, okay, right, so it's, okay, got that? Single notes on the first, double stop on the 1st one, that one on its own, the 1st on the 2nd, and then the 3rd on the 3rd on its own. Then we play the double stop again, keep that 1st on the 2nd going, but put this 2nd finger up to the 2nd on the 5th, and play those 2 together, the 2nd on the 5th with the 1st on the 2nd. So now you've got, I've got that? Sorry. Then we play the open 4th, right? Now we got that. Sorry, wrong note. Here we go. And finally we've got this open 3rd to 2nd hammer. Yeah, okay, so you got, and then we just do an arpeggiate down from 5 downwards. Okay, so the whole thing very slowly. Okay, this is the intro. Just one bit to add afterwards, but this is 99% there now, so very slowly. finish it off, you've got that. So if you've done your bit here, like an A minor 7th shape, that's like imagine an A minor, take your 3rd finger off, open 3rd string there, and it's just 5 down to 2 sort of thing. And then take the whole shape up 2 frets. 3rd fret 2nd string, 4th fret 4th string. Okay, so it's you have to, and then you're into the verse. Longer than. Okay, got the whole idea. So once again, I'll go through the whole thing very slowly. Okay, I hope you've got this. I'll try to make it as easy as I could. Okay, so in the explanation wise. So here we go, very slowly. Longer than, so okay, got the idea. Well, that's it for, I think that's enough for one session, don't you? I think your head's spinning after that. Take your time, take it slowly, you will get it. When I first started learning this a couple of weeks ago, it took me a few days to really get my head around it, especially when you try and start singing it. Because you've got to take your eyes, if you're reading it like I do, you've got to take your eyes off the guitar. So it makes it interesting. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching and listening, boys and girls. See you in the next lesson. Bye for now.